So if media has, if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them.
It's been reversed in even the capital was there that bill was passed, and then the three capital formation came, this idea. What's the guarantee that this will not be reversed in future when there is a group majority at the center and the state? That fear is always there, right? Is there any special clause because registration can be amended anytime?
No, bills can always be amended. However, you need a majority to amend a bill.
Yeah, that's what.
So today,
in future.
Well, that I should leave it to the people of India to decide. Because honestly, there's a lot of emotions that is built around a capital city. And people of Andhra Pradesh have gone through a lot already. So today, all the political parties, except one, have stood by Amravati. And I believe that this will continue. I believe that it will not change. Because everyone has voted for Amravati to be the sole and only capital and permanent capital of this great state of Andhra Pradesh.
Did TDP make special efforts to reach out to opposition parties that opposition to BJP? Like AAP supported and others?
We reached out to every party. I believe that's the beauty of Indian democracy. Then we explained the nuances of what we are trying to bring. We explained about what we have gone through as a state, what women and farmers, kind of suffering that they had to go through to get to where we are today. And then we requested for their support, and if you've seen it, unanimously we got their support.
So what's been the progress so far as far as Amravati capital is concerned, and how much central fund has come into and how much more you are expecting in future?
See, the mandate is very clear from the Honorable Prime Minister is to build a world-class capital city. And today, if you look at it, we will raise both private capital and public capital. As in, there will be private sector investments and there will be government investments that go into Amravati. So the current stage is that close to 50,000 crores worth of works have already been tendered out. And then on a weekly basis, the Honorable Chief Minister himself monitors it. And we intend to finish all these works in the next 2 years before the Honorable Prime Minister comes and, of course, inaugurates everything. So the trunk infrastructure will be done, the core seed capital will be done, the government buildings would all be done. And apart from that, we already have SRM WIT, BITS is opening up a campus, quantum computing campus is we are opening that also. So it's no longer just about a place of government, but then we also see this as a hub for education and also economic activity. So we see this as a driver of economic activity for the great state of Andhra Pradesh.
So by when this fully developed capital you foresee? By end of this term?
Absolutely. By phase 1 will be done by end of our term. No second, this particular term. No second thoughts about it. But then let's also accept one thing. See, a city will always grow. There's only a beginning. There's no end to growth. So cities will organically grow. But the way we have designed Amravati is to be a world-class city. The infrastructure that we're building is truly world-class. The likes that of what India has not seen. So I believe that it could be a model for how we should go about building new cities. Sorry.
Lokesh, first of all,
if I may.
So you said that you will build a world-class city. So will you follow the municipal governments? Will there be a third tier of governance, or will you go for a Noida-like development model? Like, will you have a third tier of governance, like the municipal elections will you have regularly, which our Indian cities do not have? Or what is your model here?
See, right now, they are all historically panchayats. So the entire process got disturbed because of the single capital to 3 capitals. And now, of course, back to getting a bill passed in the parliament. So now we'll start working on the governance structure. So honestly, it requires greater discussion and debate. And look at a structure that will enable us to capture the voice of our farmers, because they are one of the most important stakeholders in their entire ecosystem. And parallelly, we will build a governance framework that will enable us to sort of deliver our developmental aspirations.
So,
Right, sir.
first of all, many congratulations to you. When Jagan Mohan Reddy floated this idea of 3 capitals of Andhra Pradesh, the argument which he gave was the distribution of development. That's why he gave this idea. So how would you counter that when you say that when you have a three capital, there will be development in all these areas in around that.
See, when you have three capitals, what's guaranteed is cost of governance will go up. Because, there will be legal issues where principal secretaries or commissioners will have to attend. Imagine in a three capital setup, from Amravati they need to go to another city. Right, and then if you have a legislative capital in Amravati and executive capital in Visakhapatnam, whenever there is an assembly, then everyone has to move towards Amravati. Just the cost of governance would just go up and be so prohibitive. To develop, all you need is a mindset. Today, if you look at it, after this government came, and our stand is very clear, one state, one capital, decentralized development. Where is Google going? Visakhapatnam. Where is the ArcelorMittal project coming south of Visakhapatnam? Anakapalli, one of India's largest steel plant. A lot of investments now have come to Rayalaseema region. Kia historically was already there when we, in our third term as government, we did that. We got Kia to Anantapur. Few more companies have now come. A lot of food processing companies have come. A lot of cement companies are now coming up in that ecosystem. So we have always been very clear that we want to build 22 clusters across very thematically. So drone city, a space city, a glass city, a renewable energy ecosystem. So we AC manufacturing. So we're very focused. We have 22 clusters that's getting built out. So Prakasam district is our entire compressed biogas ecosystem that's getting built up. So this notion that capital alone or bringing capital will develop an area, then every district should become a capital. No, that doesn't work. You have to have a very systematic approach. And Andhra Pradesh today, if you look at it, out of the 100 rupees that's getting invested in India, we are now attracting 25.3 rupees. And all this is going to different parts of Andhra Pradesh, to the most backward region, to Visakhapatnam. So the entire IT ecosystem is Visakhapatnam. So if you look at Cognizant is doing an office there. So we have already started on a journey. We've done this experiment. We proved it in between 14 and 19. It got stopped in between. And again, after this government came into power in 2024, we restarted it. And now we're able to deliver. We're able to showcase results.
There's one question about continuously confusion about the deadline. However, you were saying 2 years from now.
Yep.
So first of all, phase one, by when you will complete it? What is the total budget that you think that state government and the center will have to put in to bring up that phase one infrastructure? And what sort of total money you have gotten from the center besides the World Bank and EDB loans which has been assured?
Yep.
So please three parts.
No, so if you look at it, this is a self-financing project. I'd like to make this very clear. There are, for every acre of land we get, 1/3 of the developed land goes back to the farmer, either in residential or commercial plots, okay, depending on the area that they give. This 1/3 goes into the infrastructure development, trunk roads, parks, and so on and so forth. Then the other 1/3 is left to the government to either use for its requirement or monetizing. So we have land earmarked for monetization, which will unlock at the appropriate time, which will enable us to take the entire project forward. So this is a self-financing project, and that's been our focus from day one. Yes, we have received now close to 18,000 crores from Government of India through various forms, which, as you said, are guaranteed by Government of India. And we are using that to sort of expedite our entire project. No. No. After NDA has come into power, 2024 ke baad. So it's 18,000 crores. And we will use that effectively. We have already, the entire projects have been tendered out, and we will complete all these in 2 years. Those all we will finish it.
Total money needed?
Phase 1 is about 50,000 crores, close to 50,000.
So what will happen to the
resources to complete the projects by the time you are envisaging? Because from 2014 onwards, inflation has doubled. There are several challenges in infrastructure. So another complaint from some of the states is that the center is not giving adequate support to their development projects, infrastructure projects. BJP as a political party has been a votary of federal rights. So in this particular aspect, what is your take? Is the central government adequately supporting you? In the coming years, do we have adequate resources to meet the target?
So support is in two forms. One is direct fund allocation. Second is in terms of framework enabling private sector investments to happen in the region. In some states, they are more focused on trying to get direct grants. Yes, Andhra Pradesh also, as per the Bifurcation Act, we have to get certain financial grants. That in due process is happening. But what we are equally excited about is Government of India's support for us to attract investments to the state of Andhra Pradesh. So I'll give an example of it. ArcelorMittal steel project, right? So there were 2-3 specific asks where Government of India intervention was required. And under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister and our Honorable Chief Minister, we actually got it done. So a project of that scale, that magnitude, 17 plus million metric tons per annum capacity, we were able to get environmental clearance, the whole 9 yards, grounded in 18 months.